Held beneath Taipei 101, the world's largest building in the World Trade Center in Taipei, Computex is Asia's largest trade fair. Opened by Taiwan's Vice Minister of Economic Affairs, the trade show had a lot of gadgets on display. A lot of the static gadgets we've covered already on our website. Here we're going to look at some of the more dynamic devices. LeadTech, a well-known computer and GPS brand, was showing a new Surfstar 3 SatNav system. Mio were the only major SatNav brand displaying at the show. They have products for just about every continent in the world. They have a particularly strong presence in Asia, in Japan and Korea, and of course Taiwan now. The engineer who's demonstrating the PND has two particularly long fingernails. I think you can see why. The engineer is setting up a demo route for us, as none of us understand Korean. In Asia, Mio use a completely different version of Mio Map than they do in North America and Europe. In Korea and Japan, the map data is so detailed you could almost be driving Grand Theft Auto on your SatNav device. Mio haven't gone quite that far, but they do show a lot of buildings in 3D, and with a split screen they show the turn instructions very clearly. I'll let you decide if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Acer are well known for their PCs, but of course they also do SatNav devices as well. Situated on their main stand, they had a group of 4 SatNav devices on display. These were running a mixture of ALK Copilot and Destinator software. Although the Acer SatNav systems were in a prominent position, there was nobody knowledgeable around to talk to about them. Working for Pocket GPS, we've met many people over the years, one of whom is Champion Wu, who now works for Aerosat Technology Limited. Champion showed us a pair of SatNav systems based around the Samsung processor and a Surfstar 3 chipset. I'm not too sure about the style of the white one, but I do love the carbon fibre effect on the other one. FIC, First International Computer Inc., is not a name that we know very well, certainly not in SatNav. They won a Best Choice of Computex award this year for a tiny entertainment's PC, and were showing what they claimed to be the thinnest SatNav device in the world at 17.5mm. These systems also provide video and music players and have some sturdy looking mounts to go on your windscreen. Staying portable, but moving away from navigation, one of the problems that I always have with a notebook is that when you open it, the screen's never quite in the right place. Just check out these new flybooks, they're great. On the VIA stand, we saw an UMPC computer from OQO, however you pronounce that. The keyboard on this computer looks a lot more usable than the one on my Sony UX. One of the unique features of this device is that it has the stand built into the DVD drive, allowing it to be freestanding. The most quirky thing we saw was a super cool PC. It runs so hot it has to be cooled by liquid nitrogen. As you can see, there's ice forming on the heat sinks. The most lasting memory for me though will be a troop of AMD merchandisers who are marching single file between different halls. I wish I had my camera, or even better my camcorder, to hand as they were passing. Well, that's all from Computex this year. Don't forget to check out our main article on the website.